Hey there, Start here. Since there's so much content to do this week, I'm just swamped. I just can't, I don't even know where to begin. Of course, that's a joke. Since there's really nothing to do this week, I figured I would just make a video on Awakening, our very first NeoVision Plus awakenable unit, which is Avalanche's Tifa. That's who you see here. So Tifa is awakenable to NeoVisions Plus. We all got a free one of her from the game. So if you open your mailbox, you would see there was a free Avalanche Tifa. Of course, you know she's EX0, but that honestly doesn't matter. You can even get an EX0 Tifa to NV Plus as long as you have the materials. Those materials being the Azure Pearls, which they also gave us 600 of those. It costs 300 Azure Pearls to awaken a unit to NeoVisions Plus. Currently, Avalanche Tifa is the only one awakenable to NeoVisions Plus. There will be more in the future down the line. It looks like, based on what the JP system is doing, it looks like it's mostly premium units. So, you know, like Sephiroth will eventually get a NeoVisions Plus. Like Lightning, for example, I'm like struggling to find like premium. Just, you know, the premium units, the ones that cost 60,000 lapis to pity, basically. Those units have been ones that have gotten the NeoVisions Plus awakenable treatment. Tifa was the first in JP. She's the first here on Global, but we will be getting more. Now Tifa, you know, even though she doesn't look particularly impressive now, the NeoVision Plus enhancements do give her a lot of benefits. And as long as Global brings over some of the upgrades that she gets from their side, like there's another system where you can where she gets some EX abilities, and you can use shards, for example, to increase her base stats and things like that. There's some things that should happen later on that, you know, increase her power. Like, she does get an EX ability where she can actually do a mod boost to her LB. She gets some 200% killers, things like that. I don't know when that's going to happen over here in Global, if it's going to happen. The way things are going in the game, there's no telling. We may never see those enhancements for Tifa. But the point being, she's actually one of the NeoVision awakenable units that's actually worth it to awaken, I would say. Now, of course, we don't really know how Global is going to deal with these Azure Pearls. They gave us 600 for free, so that's 2 units you can awaken. If you go to the Trust Coin shop, you will see that there you can buy, as they stated in the live stream and the news, you can buy 300 pearls here. You see, I haven't bought them yet. I was waiting. If you were lucky enough to get in right after maintenance, and you bought the pearls that were in the Trust Coin shop right after maintenance, apparently it was a bit buggy or a bit glitchy. So Gumi went in and fixed it, but they reset the Azure Pearls. So if you bought the Azure Pearls right after maintenance, you can then go in and buy a second lot of Azure Pearls. So you could be getting, you know, you could, if you were, you know, quick enough or fast enough, you could have 1,200 Azure Pearls at this moment. Which would allow you to awaken 4 NV Plus units. I did not get in. I did actually log in right after maintenance, but I did not buy the Azure Pearls right away. Of course, you know, that's my bad. Whatever. I'm not too worried about it. But I'm going to go ahead and buy these now. So you see, I have 600 because that's from the mailbox. I'm now going to buy another 300. It costs 12,000 trust coins. So this is what you get for, like, you know, selling units with a full TMR to get trust coins, right? So I'm going to get those. Go ahead and pick those up. All right, so now I have 900 Azure Pearls, which means I can awaken 3 units. So let's go ahead and let's take a look. So we've got Tifa here. I've got her in this slot. You notice mine's EX3. She does not have to be EX3 in order to awaken her. And in fact, I'll show you. You can, if I just look up Tifa There we go. You see, I've got several just dupes lying around. We could go in here and we could awaken her right now. You see that where it says the little Azure Pearl there? I could tap on that. I could go ahead and awaken an EX0 Tifa, which we all got for free in our mailbox. I'm not going to do that, of course. I'm going to awaken my EX3 one. But yeah, you do not have to have an EX3 unit to awaken them to NV+. Of course, the higher the EX levels, the better. I was looking at the base stats on the wiki. It looks like an EX1 NV+ Tifa is comparable to an EX2 regular Tifa as far as like her base attack is concerned. But then once you get her to EX2 and EX3, it's much better for her. I think the difference in base attack between an EX3 regular Tifa and an NV+ Tifa was like 60 points, 60 points of attack, which, you know, when you include all your passives, that's like 300 extra attack. All right, nothing to shake a stick at, right? So pretty nice. Plus, once you awaken her, you can get her, you know, an extra 10 levels, so that increases her base stats even more. So yeah, it's a lot of reasons that you would want to do that. So I've got my EX3 one here. You know, she's basically maxed out on all the important stats that we care about for right now, but let's go ahead and awaken her and let's see how this process goes. I will real quick just show you, so I've got her all set up and geared here. I'll show you the gear that I have on her real quick. So just so we can see the difference in the stats once we do upgrade her to NV+. So this is just sort of my basic build. Tidus's garb in her normal form because she can take advantage of that preemptive LB boost because both of her LBs are just normal physical attacks. The one in her brave shift form is a consecutive increase. Tidus garb works on that. You could also use preemptive LB boost materia if you have it. Whatever you want to use, that does work on Tifa and definitely will increase her LB damage. All right, she's still basically just an LB damage unit. That's really all she's doing here. Hopefully you did her enhancements to give her the 8x chain cap. That's why she's dual wielding. And so this is basically what we have. I left a couple of ability slots open just so we can fill them in later. She can take advantage of the free water card. Hopefully you've got that. Obviously, if you have a better card, use it. But I figure most people probably have this one, and she is a water unit, so definitely throw that card in it if you don't have anything better. Hopefully you've picked up at least one of those by now. So just to see, so she is overcapped on LB damage. We will be able to increase that, I believe. Or no, never mind. The LB damage doesn't get, the LB damage cap doesn't increase, I don't think. I think it's just the attack. I don't know. We'll see, actually. She is overcapped on attack, but we will be able to increase that even more once she's NV+. Basically the same thing in her brave shift form, except I gave her a couple pieces of clash gear, 2 of her own STMRs. Obviously, if you want to throw a piece of clash gear in there instead, you can do that as well. But her STMR does stack. Kaiser Knuckle is great on her because she is a dual wield unit with an 8x chain cap. And this, of course, gives her extra chain speed, which is really fantastic. If you have 2 of them, you can throw 2 of them on there. I only have 1, so I just did 1 and did the Dark Vision's Fist in the other hand. This is what we got from the, I think we got this one from the latest tower of, the sealed tower. So the 3rd stage of the sealed tower, I believe, is where we got this this little materia, which is great on her because it helps cap her TDW and gives her some chain speed bonus, which is really nice. All right, and yeah, so she's basically again capped on all that stuff that's relevant. Okay, so let's see what happens when we get her to NV+. So you can just go to Enhance Awaken. Okay, I have not over leveled her, as you can see, so she is just at 120. So we're going to go to Awaken, hit the blue Azure Pearl. All right, well, let's awaken her and see how this goes. Obtained Neovision Plus. All right. Looks so flashy, doesn't it? With the pretty purple purple font there. All right, looks very flashy. No more games. It's over. All right. Is that is that a bit of a foretelling? No more games, it's over? Are they trying to tell us something? The game is over? Okay. All right, so as you can see, our level is not full anymore, neither is our LB gauge, so we can actually now go up to level 30 naturally without any over leveling. So we can go ahead and pump that up to 130, okay? And now her LB level can now go up to 50, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and crank that up to 50. There we go. All the rest of the stats stay the same, all right? So you can't like increase her attack stat. That, I think that comes later with the sort of the shard, the shard expansion or whatever that I've heard about over in the JP side. All right, so you can't really mess with her base stats anymore, but she does get a base stat increase with her level. Okay, and just from becoming Neovision Plus. So like I said, it's about a 60-point increase between an EX3 regular Tifa and an EX3 Neovision Plus, all right? So pretty nice bump in your base stats right there. Okay, I'm gonna confirm that. Did I only do 129? I only did 129, that's funny. Okay. So now she's a level 30 naturally. Now we can actually go in and we can over level her all the way up to 140. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well just to show you, okay? So there, use our Emperor Gigantoirs. All right, so now she is level 130. Plus 10, meaning level 140. All right, you can't see it now because of course they've kind of, they've made that change in how it visually is represented. All right, but yeah, there it is. There's nothing to awaken here, even in her Brave Shift. I haven't awakened that build because I honestly don't care. But yeah, nothing to awaken yet. Like I said, I think we should get those EX abilities hopefully sometime down the line. Not really sure. All right, but we'll see. Okay, so there you can see she's level 130 plus 10, meaning level 140 total. Okay, let's see how her stats have changed. Okay, so she got about 1,600 more attack in this form, because she was at like 1,300 or something like that. She was 1,500 in her Brave Shift. Let's see where that is. All right, so she got about 900 more attack in this form. All right, so yeah, I mean, it's a nice little increase in your stats. You know, she's of course, she's using her own leader skill, which is pretty paltry. If we gave her a better leader skill, that would like increase dramatically. Let's do, I think the best one I have for her is probably Lightning's, the rebellion tag. I think that's the best one I have. So let's set her as the leader and let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're hitting some good numbers. So yeah, so 21,000 attack. All right, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right. So Tifa is definitely happy about that. She of course gets, you know, a drastic increase because her base stats have been increased. The leader skill makes a huge difference for someone like Tifa, who gets those increases in base stats. Now, as far as Neovision Plus awakenable units go, you know, they're nowhere near as strong as the Neovision Plus units that come out on a banner, like Laswell. Of course, they would never do that. They don't want to make a unit that's essentially free as strong as the banner unit. So, like, you know, Neovision Plus Laswell really blows Tifa out of the water. But it does bring Tifa closer to like your average Neovision unit of today, right? I think this brings her LB mod up to 150. Is that right? Yeah, so it goes up to 480 if you include the preemptive LB boost. That's a 580 times LB mod with an 8 times chain cap, and you know the increased damage from being a level 130. You know, it's not too shabby. I mean, for a unit that most of us probably have at EX3 or close to it, you know, it's nice to have that in your arsenal. I'm not really sure exactly. I haven't, obviously, I just awakened her, so I don't have any clue what her damage potential is, but I might play around with some trials today, and if, you know, if I can get something together, I might post a video later on, you know, with showing her clearing a trial or something like that, just to, you know, just to see what her damage potential is. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do right there. Is I just wanted to kind of show you how we awaken a NeoVisions Plus unit, what the difference is. Oh, I did want to look at this, at the base stats. That's right, because, yeah, all right. I'm glad I didn't forget about this. All right, so you can see all the base stats now used to be 400% cap, now 600% cap. So having lots and lots of attack is really, really important. LB damage stays the same. Yeah, okay. I was curious about the LB damage, but I think that's that stays the same no matter what. But our passives caps now can go much higher. Also, you see this EX, this extra slot. All right. We don't have any EX abilities. All right. We were supposed to get a free EX ability to go with Tifa. But yeah, the only way you get EX abilities is by getting a NeoVisions Plus unit, a NeoVisions Plus base unit, like for example Laswell, who's the only one currently. By getting that unit to EX3, you then get their EX ability. And that EX ability can only be used on that unit itself or a unit that has the correct tag. And for Laswell's EX ability, it has to have the Royal Arms category or Royal Arms tag, which Tifa doesn't even have. So at this point in the game, there are no EX abilities for Tifa to equip. You just can't. No EX materials. All right. But you do notice that there's now this little toggle for EX abilities and standard abilities. All right, so that's where you would find an EX ability for a unit if you had one, but we don't, because Gumi didn't give us the free one that they were supposed to give us. That's fantastic. All right, but let's see what we do. Let's make sure we get our full attack. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna do, let's see, boost attack by 100. Yeah, let's do that one. All right. Oh, I love the details. Goes away, doesn't it? All right, so we got 540, so we just need 60 more attack. Let's do that. We'll just do the Heart's Light. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Vortex and Heart's Light. All right, there you go. Wow, yeah, 22,000. All right. All right, we're really cranking it up now. So you see now we've hit that 600 attack cap. Now Tifa's killers are still pretty paltry. You see she hits Beast, Human, Machine, and actually even Reaper pretty easily. Like I said, she will get, well, I say she will. Honestly have no idea what she's going to get here on the global side, but she is supposed to get some killer buffs to herself later on as awakenable EX abilities, which include a 50 times mod boost to her LB. There's one that does a 200% machine killer buff to herself, and one that does a 200% human killer buff to herself, and that's added to like her triple cast, so you can do like the mod buff and her 150 amp. Awakenable NeoVision Plus units, however, do not get the special 500% LB damage buff that NeoVision Plus base units like Laswell get. So that's the one sort of big downside on these units. They do not get that 500% LB buff. They do, however, get the 150 amp because NeoVisions Plus units like Laswell, for example, don't have any kind of self amp. So she does have that going for her, I guess. All right. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. No EX abilities to speak of, so yeah, fantastic. I could go just a little bit spicier on her. I do have a vision card that's slightly better because I do have Lightning's vision card. Let's see what we can crank that up to. All right, didn't go that much higher because it's only 150 more attack, but yeah. So that's as beefy as my Tifa is going to get there, I guess. All right. So anyways, thank you guys so much for following me. Hopefully this was helpful to you. And yeah, like I said, I'll see what we have. You know, I'll see what's out there as far as like, you know, trials I might want to try and complete with her. I'm honestly not too fussed about it. I'm not that excited about the game currently, as I'm sure you guys aren't really all that excited either. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, thank you guys for following me. Hopefully this was helpful to those of you that aren't really quite sure what to do with this Neovision Plus Awakening system and all of that stuff, and whether it's worth it. I think Tifa's worth it personally, because I mean, you know, why not? You know, she's a fun unit. You know, we all love our Final Fantasy VII, and if you have like someone like Ong to be a leader for her, you know, she's going to do some damage for you in certain instances. You maybe can take her into the Sephiroth series boss battle. Maybe that's where I'll try it. I might try and take her in there and just see what she can do there. Anyways, I'm rambling now. Thank you guys for following me, and I will see you on the other side.